What's going on, people? This is Wandergasm. Today I'm in London and I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 5 tips to absolutely kill it when you're editing for Lightroom. Let's get into it. First up, and this one's going to save you so much time and effort down the line, and that is to crop in a 4:5 ratio when editing a portrait for Instagram. Now, why would you want to crop the photo before you export it? Mainly because it gives you a better idea of how the finished product is going to look, and if you're going to be editing around this for Instagram, it's better to know up front than do all the editing and then crop it and find out that your favorite part of the image isn't even in the crop. Pretty frustrating. So do yourself a favor, you can do this in Lightroom, you can do it in Photoshop, just go to crop settings and there is a 4:5 ratio for portrait. You just whack that on, slide it up and down, and then you'll see how your image is going to look when it's on Instagram. Get it? Okay, number 2, and that is make sure you are exporting your images in the right color space for Instagram. Now, I'm not going to get into too much detail about what color space is, but it's basically how different devices are going to display the colors in your image. Lightroom naturally, I believe, exports in Adobe RGB, which is a much wider color space than sRGB, which is what a lot of web devices use. But Instagram, at the moment, I believe, displays images in sRGB. So if you've ever edited an image in Photoshop or Lightroom and then put it on your phone and into Instagram, only to say, okay, why do the colors look different? This isn't how I edited my photo. Well, now you kind of know why. You can fix this really easily in Lightroom. When you go to export your image, go to export settings, and then there's a little drop down bar that says file settings, and you'll see a color space tab. Simply just change it from Adobe RGB to sRGB for when you export, and your images will be already set to look like the way they look. Wait, what? Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I'm going to go and do another video all about color space and go a lot more in depth on this, so if you guys do want to understand some more, you can do that. Just keep an eye out for that, but let's go on to the next tip. Third tip here for you guys is when you are taking your final exported image from your MacBook or computer or laptop to get it, who's emailing me? From your MacBook, your laptop or PC to get it onto your mobile phone device, do not message it to yourself in any form. This is what you need to do. Step 1, download Google Drive, or if you have a MacBook, you can AirDrop. Step 2, upload it to Google Drive or AirDrop it over to your mobile device. Step 3, download it on your phone via the Google Drive app or have it AirDropped over. Now, the reason I say this is because if you text this image to yourself or email it or do any of those things, there's a good chance you're going to lose a lot of quality in that process. The image might get compressed, it will lose some of the detail, it will lose some of the color. And you don't want that. You want it to look exactly the same as you edited it. So, airdropping or using the Google Drive method will ensure that images aren't compressed or are minimally compressed, and that you don't lose a lot of data in that process. And I promise you, you will see the results straight away. You can thank me later. You'll have some nice crisp images on your IG. Number 4. And that is, if you are still having issues with the colors not displaying correctly or losing some sort of detail, you can do minor touch-ups on your mobile phone once you have it on that device. I used to use the VSCO app to do this, VSCO, if you want to download that. I'm pretty sure Instagram's got some editing software already installed into it now, so before you upload the image, you can do minor tweaks on there. I wouldn't try and do too much, maybe just a little bit of saturation, some warmth or the tint. I don't really try and do too much else, but that is one little workaround if you're still having trouble with images not looking the same once you export them. And finally, number 5, and that is to be consistent with your colors and edit style. No one wants to look at a feed if every single image on that feed looks completely different, as if it's been edited by a totally different person every time. People want to see consistency, people want to see a nice, aesthetically pleasing feed, and one way to achieve that is to be consistent with your edits and use the same sorts of colors, saturation, warmth and tones across all of your images. You can set yourself up some presets. If you don't have any presets, maybe I'll put some together for you guys and have a go at that. Let me know what you think. Keep playing around and finding a style that you like, and then once you do find one you like, be consistent with it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are my 5 tips to help you absolutely kill it when you're editing for Instagram. I hope you like them. Let me know if they helped. Why don't you guys leave a comment below this video with all of your woes and troubles when it comes to editing images, and I'll see if I can help you out and make a video for that next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. There goes a sign, there goes a sign.